Thank you so much. You know, if you have to leave your country and travel for 3 or 4 days because attending a conference, it is a big opportunity for you to meet people, to discuss with people. And for me, this conference is an opportunity to make greater, larger TVET community in the world. I hope that this conference will be an opportunity to continue sharing relationship with colleagues from Nepal, colleagues from all over the world, to make TVET very, very interesting opportunity to solve the problem of youth unemployment in the world. I learned too much here in Nepal, and I hope that in the future, teachers from Nepal can come to Benin to teach the experience from Nepal. Teachers from Benin can also come to Nepal to share their experience with Nepal teachers, with Nepal students. And I am sure that the opportunity which Leland Project gave to us to exchange will not end up today. It will be a good opportunity to continue sharing experience. Thank you so much.
I think that exchanges of our ideas and experiences, insights, and academics is a great idea. Thank you, Professor Key. Next, I invite Christine Everhart. Where is she? Dunia to see. Sorry, I didn't meet you earlier, but yes, I had your name from. Would you like to come here? Okay. Christine is from Germany.
What brought me here to Nepal, I would say a miracle or an incident, because I was in Nepal in 2017, and I always kept the experience in my mind. And I went through a hard time in the beginning of the year, and I always thought of coming back to Nepal. But then I was some weeks off from the office, and I returned, and suddenly in my mailbox was a mail from Prasad saying, "Would you like to hand in a paper for a conference in Nepal?" I got this mail the 30th of April, and the deadline was the 30th of April. And I thought, oh God, yes, of course I will hand in a paper. So I handed in a paper, and I'm very proud and happy that I was invited to a conference. But then what I found was far more than Nepal, because I found people and personalities and colleagues, which is so important, and that's what I bring with me at home. I have to admit, sometimes I go to conferences, but the conference here was never boring, and that is nothing you can say about every conference. It wasn't boring at all. I am so impressed about the dedication of the colleagues for that. And I was impressed because whenever I was in the workshops, and I attended all, there was so much energy in the room. And this is also something I'm taking with me. What I'm taking with me is a journal, which I will spread among my colleagues. We are all working with VIT, but let's be honest, we don't know that much about Nepal and what's going on. So this is also something I will take with me. And I will, personally, I think it's not only about that, it's about persons. And so I have to thank for letting me be part of an international community. That network became more than a word. I could experience how it is to be a member of the network, and let me express also my impression how you work together in this international team, and especially also to the Swiss colleagues, what great work you do. It's really impressive for us, and I will take that to my colleagues in Germany as well.
Thank you, Christine. Can I thank you in German, if I make it correct? Vielen Dank. If you learn one word, that's useful sometimes. Okay, and the other word that I know and I love is Zeitgeist. Is that correct? Zeitgeist, new knowledge? Okay, all right, okay. Okay, thank you so much. Now, any event is not complete without a bit of music or creativity. But we don't have instruments, okay? But we have people who have musical intelligence. I invite here Mr. Durga Baral, our PhD scholar, with a PhD. The only downside is that he will be singing his ghazal in Nepali language. Sorry, friends. Maybe he will tell us the gist.
Thank you, sir. Respected distinguished guests, scholars and colleagues. This is my great pleasure to present one of my ghazals written in Nepali. It is based on the rhymes of one of the renowned poet written by our great poet Lakshmi Prasad Devkota, which is called the rhyme is Jhaure. So I will try to. This ghazal is, of course, this is not will be understood by the friends, colleagues, all. So just this is about the multiple efforts of getting success, but without it. It inspires for continuing the effort, though. So let me allow to recite the poem ghazal in Nepali. Gatilo birwa ropiyo tara batole sahedam palaki bhante sadilo pala angole sahedam petako jwala nivaunchu bhandai jaatolai jadthe घुमाउँदा जातो पिन्नलाई सामल हातोले सहेन दुःखले आर्जा खेतीको अन्न बसाए चुलोमा पकाउन खोजे ठोसेर दाउरा भाँडोले सहेन माहुरी खोजी टुँडामा हुले मजोड छ भनेर भालेको राजमा पिसिए कर्मी चाकोले सहेन भविष्य हेरी विकासलाई ताकेथे धनुले भविष्य हेरी विकासलाई ताकेथे धनुले धनुषधारी भइदियो कातर ताँदोले सहेन बनाए घर भनेर आउँदी मखबो गल्तारे बनाए घर भनेर आउँदी मखबो गल्तारे छानोमा पाल्बो जगने धस्यो गाह्रोले सहेन। Thank you.
Guantare is a poet of great talent. Because as I was preparing for this closing session, then I met him. And I said, won't you recite a ghazal there? He said, all right. I think it has been in 2 hours that he came up with that beautiful ghazal. Thank you so much. So, looks like we hear from the international delegates and our homegrown poet. They express their experiences of how the conference has been. So, what did we do? We did lots of things, but as all conferences go, we had keynote speeches there. The first keynote speech was delivered by Professor Tangana Sharma, who was the former Dean of Kathmandu University School of Education. He gave a presentation on recognizing non-formal and informal learning leading to national qualifications in TVET. Actually, he's one of those people who campaigned for that. And then next was Noel Ginsberg, the founder and CEO of Intertech Plastics, founder of and CEO of CareerWise Colorado, USA. So he talked about this apprenticeship with the title, The Power of Youth Apprenticeship. And then one of our key partners and key person in all this scenario is Professor Ursula Renauld, Head of Division Comparative Education System Research, ETH Zurich. She gave a keynote speech on comparative analysis of vocational education training, VET, how to establish strong linkages between actors of the education and employment systems. I think we missed a fourth keynote speech because the speaker couldn't make it. And then before the this presentations, our opening sessions saw interesting presentations by Honorable Minister of Education and Science and Technology, Mr. Giriraj Mani Pokhriyal, who promised that he will do something to further this TVT sector in the country. And we also, so I would like to thank him for his presence, his time. We also saw the presence of founding father of Kathmandu University, Professor Surya Sharma. He was there. And our current Vice Chancellor, Professor Ramkant Mahakaju Shrestha, not only gave time but gave a very emotional sort of, very motivating sort of speech there. And there was Professor Subodh Sharma, Registrar of Kathmandu University. And also we were lucky to welcome Swiss Ambassador, Her Excellency Elizabeth von Capella. And we had several dignitaries, office bearers from Kathmandu University. And from other organizations who helped us this conference, to make it a success, were Member Secretary from CTVT and other secretaries from other ministries. And mainly we also had this Lelang team and its partners, particularly ETH Zurich and others there. And we had TVT partners who deserve our thanks, heartfelt thanks. And conferences always happen with some support from other, supporting partners. So we had this EU-supported program under CTVT or run by CTVT, Sakshmta and FMCCI, that actually is the major stakeholder in the TVT sector there. They supported us. And we had this very hard-working organizing committee, conference organizing committee led by Maisher and others. So thank you so much for making this happen. Announcing a conference is very easy, but making it happen is very difficult, but you made it. And I would like to thank also session chairs who sat in the chairs and sessions and then chaired and then organized the Q&A and other things. And keynote speakers, I thank them, plus other session presenters, workshop presenters and paper presenters. And this conference wouldn't have been possible without the participants who came here for 2 days and then spent their time and then graced all these sessions there. And the MCs who I think who did a very flawless job from the beginning till the end. And we had these rapporteurs whose duty hasn't ended yet. I believe they're still writing as I speak the last things. And volunteers by the name, they volunteer just for the sake of service. So thank you very much for volunteering to our activities. And also we got support from Kathmandu University event management team who helped us with the logistics there, and the media persons who are making us visible. I think these days not just within the country but also globally. And KU faculties and students and then support staff and this dental hospital block that, what they did when we were running here and there for this venue because we had some issues there. We were not able to fix the venue. I think that's an inside story I'm telling you now. They actually moved the examination dates just for us. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank you again, all of you, if I've missed anyone. Maybe Richard, anybody, I think? I've covered all of them. Thank you so much. But now the question is, what next? What next? Is it the end of the story? I think not. The first thing that happens after the conference is we will work for proceedings. But the proceedings will be successful only if you send us the papers. How many of you will send the papers? Raise your hands. Let me see how many. Okay? Promises are not meant to be broken, alright? Okay? You'll send. But we'll write to you, emails. And then, so we'll have those the proceedings coming very soon. And we also plan to publish other papers within this project period. And then also this, conference is one way to develop the discourse in TVT and or any other sector. But just one thing doesn't sustain the discourse. So to sustain the discourse in the country, we plan to hold a series of talks with different stakeholders there. So we'll inform you rightly whenever possible. Please join us. And we would like to, we definitely plan to institutionalize the program. One of them is this TVT master program in Kathmandu University, and other things will be institutionalized. And we would like to make a difference. Like yesterday, I think the ambassador was telling to the right person, why don't you pass an act for TVT? I think that was a great thing. So we'll work on, advising policy makers there, so the TVT gets a right value in the country. And next, this is the first conference, and the next conference will happen in Switzerland in 2020. Let's see how many of us will be there. In Switzerland. And I think we might have messed up things, we might not have attended, you might have expected us to attend to you, but if we made any mistakes, if we had to suffer for anything, please forgive us. We tried our best. As they say, as Shakespeare said, I think, all is well that ends well. So everything has ended. Now, last of the last things, maybe I came here and Dean sir was wondering whether I introduce myself or somebody introduces me, and I thought I'll do it at the end. Most of you know me, but for those who don't know, I'm Laxman Gawali, Professor of English Language Education at Kathmandu School of Education, also Associate Dean. In this program, I was not at the forefront, but somewhere, if not anything else, I had a big moral support, if not technical. So thank you very much for listening to me for, I promised for half an hour. I think I went a little bit over, but I would like to see you in emails or face-to-face or somewhere, if not in Switzerland conference. Thank you so much. Wish you a safe journey home. And then one photo here. Let's see if the camera can capture all of us. But up here, maybe some of us will hang our legs there. I don't know how we do that. And before we come to photo, the bus to Kathmandu will leave at 4:15. Thank you.